Shakespeare. Now, I know you've heard of him before. Whether you love him for his romance and artistry, or as the bane of your high school existence, you gotta hand it to the guy. He made an impact. As those works weren't recognizable enough being a main staple in classrooms around the globe, he's downright dominated the film industry. His Wikipedia has a list of over 400 credited films, and he holds the Guinness World Record for most credited films. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio starred in 2 different versions of Romeo and Juliet. That's pretty solid. However, in the last century or so, Shakespeare has come under fire, with people claiming that his work was not actually written by him. Famed authors such as Mark Twain, Orson Welles, and Walt Whitman have expressed doubt toward William Shakespeare's work in the past, with the main argument being that Shakespeare's work never leaves any definitive evidence of the time period in which he lived. Extreme skeptics refer to Shakespearean works as created by Mr. Shakespeare, as to disconnect the stories from the person, William Shakespeare. They claim that most of his works weren't documented properly until 7 years after he died, meaning there wasn't any direct contribution from William Shakespeare to the documenting, in which it was up to the people documenting the plays to determine if it was a true work of Shakespeare. Another claim they make is that a lot of these works were only claimed as Shakespeare's because his name appeared on the title page, which does not strictly mean they were an original work of his. One point to back up this claim is there are many documents and papers regarding Shakespeare where there were many different incorrect spellings of Shakespeare's name. So, what do I believe happened? I believe that Shakespeare, as we come to know him, was the real thing. After hours of research and attempting to put myself in an unbiased mindset and come at the conspiracy using their evidence, and it just doesn't hold water. The claim that Shakespeare only gets credit because his name is on the work and it wasn't properly documented is nonsense. You could say that for just about anything. I mean, do you really know that I made this project? Sure, my name's on it. But do you have someone documenting me doing it right now? Of course you don't, because people don't live their life under the pen of someone else. And in William Shakespeare's case, he grabbed that pen and he wrote his name on those works because it was his.